services over at Brother Wayne this morning. Do we have any testimonies?
Well, thank God we didn't get a flood.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few disasters that will come up on this planet probably. Reading something about this oil spill they got in the Gulf, I guess that's going to be pretty bad. They found oil plumes underneath the water that are 10 miles long, and so
Million gallons a day.
yeah, it's absorbing the oxygen at lower levels, and they say it takes years for that oxygen to migrate down to the depth that this is in. And so once you deplete the oxygen, there's no telling what kind of
Hard to breathe.
problems you're going to have in the future with this.
Yes.
So man's little secure planet here can go into catastrophe pretty quick. But I'm just thankful that God's in control.
Yes.
He puts into power who he wants in power, and he takes out who he wants to take out.
You gonna blame him for our vote?
Absolutely. God's in control.
Sometimes it's for punishment.
It might be, but he's still in control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rains on the just and the unjust, so.
The
I don't
tower
think,
fell on all of them.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Revelation chapter 8, verse 8 and 9, it says that the sea, a third part of the sea became blood, and a third part of the creatures which were in the sea that had life died. I'd say it's getting pretty close to God's word being fulfilled. Man stepping out there and killing a life.
As we studied one Sunday about the promises of God, if there's a promise in the Bible, you can bet it's going to be fulfilled one day or the other, good or bad.
That's right.
Yeah.
If there's no other testimonies, then I'll turn the service over to Brother Wayne.
Thanks, Steve. Praise God. I thrilled to death for the service we had last Sunday.
Yes.
Amen.
Had a great time. And my theory of people had rather eat than they had to learn is pretty well continues to be true. Apostle Peter said that we were to be ready always to give an answer concerning what we believe.
Yes.
And it's amazing how that today studies that universities and different places are doing as to how little in America that people understand what they claim to believe. And said that it is amazing how ignorant that we really are. I was watching on Friday night Bill Maher, a young lady that is one of the leaders in the atheistic movement, very intelligent young lady, good looking. She just came out with a new book on how that we are losing religion in America. And her and Maya got over into an argument. She said, you shouldn't say that religion is all evil, Bill, because religion is good. An atheist said this, they're trying to peddle a book. And they argue it back and forth. Of course, Maya's got a real problem. He was raised as a strict Roman Catholic. And it's very difficult to scrub brush everything that you learned whenever you were younger. But be ready always to give an answer concerning what you believe. Now, I passed out a little printed copy out of the Encyclopedia Americana, which is one of the most accepted, reputable encyclopedias ever put out in the learned academic field. You take colleges, universities, they will accept what the Encyclopedia Americana declared. And whenever I passed it out, I told you that anyone wants to know what I believe, you can find it on these 2 pages. You can find it in completeness on these 2 pages. And it's a definition of the Trinity. And now it's amazing how many people declare that I believe in the Trinity and don't have the foggiest idea of what they're saying. It's like some of the groups that I have preached for in my nearly 60 years that used to call themselves oneness. And I tried to explain to them, did you know what that means when you say oneness? That means that you got -1. It's kind of like that old captain told me, he said, Montgomery, you will salute me and give me honor because I'm a captain and you're nothing. And about the third time he said that, I said, I wouldn't brag about being a captain over nothing. So we have to try to understand what you believe.